Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Whoever's watching, I am truly thankful that you guys stumbled across my channel. But I had like something on my chest and I wanted to just say it because I feel like this is just, I guess, the period of where I am in my life right now. And I don't really know how to like start the conversation or how to really just naturally progress into to what I want to say. But all I want to say is it's like, well, I want to give you guys a backstory. So I recently turned 25 about a month and a half ago. So I'm like in this like new quarter of my life. Like 0 to 25 is one of those like developmental years. A lot of who you are shaped in those years, but also like 25 to 50, I feel like is also like that too. Like, you know what I mean? But it's very different. But like I've always thought when I was a kid that like 18 to 25, yes, you're an adult, but you don't really feel like an adult until like maybe 24, like mentally. You know what I mean? But 25, you're an adult, an adult, an adult. And I was really just thinking about it when I turned 25. I'm like, I look back and I'm like, am I happy with where I am now? Am I happy with the growth? Am I happy with the change? Am I just happy with where I am? And I'm like, there, in some aspects, I'm really, really just really happy. I'm really happy with the growth that I've exhibited in my life, and not even exhibited, but when I look back, I am really happy with the growth that I've had. I'm really happy with internal growth that I've had. I'm really happy with how far I've gotten myself, just mentally, just how much I've progressed as a person. And I also feel like there's stuff where I'm like, I really wish in this part of my life I've progressed this much further. You know what I mean? I've done this thing as well. Like I've always thought about like there's also things in my life where I also wish that like I've progressed in. You know what I mean? Where I didn't feel where I progressed, and maybe that's just your 20s. But then there's also different parts of my life where I feel like I really wished I progressed further here. Like this is I really wish I would have been at this spot at this point in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe this is just like my own standards, but like, like what I've anticipated for myself, I wish I was at least there by this age. And I was really just thinking to myself, and then I also thought again, I'm like, well, there's certain skills you need to have to get to that point. Whether it's mental skills, whether it's also physical skills I need to get to where I need. I'm also a firm believer that there's a divine timing for things in your life. Whether it's marriage, kids, certain career points, they're all divinely orchestrated. I'm a firm believer of that too. So I'm like, well, if I believe that, I also believe that, like, there's seasons of preparation I need to have in order for me to get to that point. But I also feel like at this point in my life, I'm 25 years old. I feel like at this point, I do not want myself to be my own obstacle. I don't want my own fears to become an obstacle. I do not want my own expectations to become my obstacle. I don't want my own trauma to be my own obstacle. I don't want to block the path destined for me. You know what I mean? Whether it's like I'm scared of what other people will say, or scared about what if this happens or this happens and all these things. I do not want to be my own obstacle. And I feel like so many people resonate with that statement, because I feel like at least for me, like I've talked to a lot of people, and I've also just heard a whole bunch of stories where it's like one of the most common denominators of people not progressing further is themselves. Yes, there's also obstacles just in life and things and barriers that people have to break, but one of those barriers get broken when you're in motion. And I feel like when you are your own obstacle, you haven't even started moving it. You yourself has stopped you from moving any further. Do you know what I mean? And so I say this all the same, like I'm 25 years old. I do not want to be 50. I don't want to be 60. I don't want to be 70. I don't want to be 80. I don't want to be on my deathbed and be like, dang, like I really wish I didn't stop myself from doing that. I really wish that I really went full force with this thing that I fell in love with. I really wish that I fell in love with this man. I really wish I allowed myself to do this and do this, and you know, even if I didn't make it, that I tried. I don't want to relive with regret knowing that I didn't try something. And I feel like with this next portion of my life, I'm an adult. I make all my decisions. All the choices that I have are based on me, not somebody telling me I can't do it. It's me telling myself I can't do it, or me not pushing myself hard enough, or me not getting up and doing what I need to do. And so, like, I just wanted to say, like, I feel like there's people that might resonate with what I say, but like, to just run at it. What will happen if we just run? What will happen if we just decided to do something so scary and did it anyway? We felt the fear and we did it anyway. What will happen if we did that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 25, I'm going to be 30 in 5 years. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, 5 years, I'll be 30 years old. And I want to be able to be like, I did this, I love myself this way, or like, I embraced myself with it. I wore this top and I was so scared to wear because I was scared that I didn't look a certain way. Like, why don't I just do it? Fall in love with just the journey and just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and while I'm doing it, to give myself grace, to run, to fail, to laugh, to cry, in the process of it all, to enjoy the process fully. What if I just did that? Like, do you know what I mean? What will happen if I just ran and I did it? I just did it. If I didn't stop myself from doing the things that I love to do the things I'm scared of? What if I just didn't stop myself to do the things that I love and to do the things that scared me? What will happen if I stop myself from being my biggest obstacle? What will happen? What if on the other side of all this fear of me stopping myself was the next best part of my life? What if the next part of my life is on the other side of fear? What if the next part of my life, the next part of where I'm destined to be in, is on the other side of fear? It's on the other side of whatever I've stopped myself from doing. What if? I feel like I know I've stopped myself from doing things because I was scared. I was scared of failing. I was scared of, well, statistically, stuff like this doesn't happen. Well, statistically, if that stuff doesn't happen, there's also that probability that it does happen. And what if you were that 1%? What if you were that 25%? What if? I feel like I've stopped myself from doing things because I feel like the odds aren't in my favor. And I'm like, that's not fair to me. That's not fair to the younger me who's dreamt so big, and all of a sudden she started to limit herself to just something so small. That started to make her dream smaller and smaller because of probability and just life. Why would I do that to myself? Younger me deserves that. Baby Hussy deserves that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I guess whoever's watching, I don't know who it is, even if it's that one person that stumbles across my video, feel the fear and do it anyway. Chase after your dreams, chase after the things that you're scared of. You never know what's on the other side of it. I'm 25. I want to live life. I want to run to things and be happy. And if I ever do have kids, I want my kids to be inspired by me. For them to see the path of my life and be like, well, if my mom did it, I can do it. If my mom was scared and she decided to do something that scared her, I can do that too. Because look what happened. Even though she failed this many times, she ran at something and she believed in something and she did it. I want my kids, or even my family members, or even the younger generation, to just see me and see my life in it, for it to be a testimony of what I can do and what God can do through me. And I don't know if I'm saying this to be kept accountable, But I do want to say this to encourage others, because I feel like life is beautiful, and I know that life is beautiful and it has so much to offer, and I know how big life can be. And I don't want to limit myself to what life has to offer me, because I saw myself. And I don't want that for anybody else as well. And so maybe this video can be an encouragement to you if you're looking for a sign. I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. But like, yeah, like you never know what life has to offer. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let this be a sign, because I truly believe life is so beautiful, and I do not want people to not experience life to its abundance, including me, which is why I feel so deeply about it, I guess. Which is why I feel like I don't want people to not experience the fullness of life, including myself. So yeah, I don't know how to end this video, nor do I know how to start it, I guess. But I know I had a message, whatever it may have been. Hopefully it resonated with someone, but hopefully you're encouraged. Feel the fear and do it anyways. And if you want, write in the comments that one thing you're always scared to do, but that you did anyway. That you were like, oh my gosh, I did this and my life has changed. Or like, I did this and I feel proud of myself for doing this because ... And I'm really interested to hear, because that also will be encouraging to me and also to the people that stumble across this video. So like, please, I'm really interested in seeing that and being inspired by that as well. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video encourages you. And thank you for encouraging me. Have a great day. Bye guys.